I like it when this stuff. What's this?
All right, time being 5 o'clock. It is December 1st. I got it, Joe. Thanks.
Never mind.
Let the record show everyone is present, and I said everyone, all is present except Al LaPlante, and we are going to call him and be on speaker as we speak here.
Doesn't seem to be enough.
Did you look downstairs?
No, that I didn't do. I just...
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
You must have a different time than we have. All right, we'll continue on. I left them a message to call. We don't need to wait around for that. The sole purpose of this meeting is to talk about the Tilton Parks Commissioners who would like to have the Public Works Department install the ice skating rink at Route 132 Ball Field, and also string up the lights at Riverfront Park. Also on the agenda, I had the exceptions and donations, but we'll take... Here's Al. Hello, Al.
Hi, Matt.
Hi. Can you hear everybody now? Say hello.
Yep.
Hello,
Al. Okay.
Yep.
So I just said the sole purpose of the meeting is for the Tilton Parks Commission is to have a Public Works Department install the ice skating rink at Route 132 and to string up the lights, the holiday lights at Riverfront Park. My understanding also to this is that the Parks Commissioners, and we have one here, sitting here with us, Peter Fogg is in the audience, that we also would like Highway to maintain it as well, the ice skating rink. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. Catherine says yes. Okay. Discussion?
No.
Okay.
You want to know why? No.
Yes.
Seems like we could have set that ice skating rink up in October.
No.
Now there's snow on the ground. The only way to get it flat is to either wait for the snow to melt or plow the ball field. Plowing the ball field will dig it up. And digging up the ball field, I don't think is a very good idea. I'm disappointed in the whole process of the skating rink. I feel like it's never been fully functional in all the years that we've owned it. And I'm just sad about the whole thing. The Public Works Department has not included this in their budget for this year. And, I mean, how do we go about setting this thing up conveniently? I just don't think it's a good idea.
Well, I think we first have to find out what it's going to take to set it up, if it can be set up now, and what the parameters are, and then look at how much it's going to cost the Highway Department to set it up, and time-wise to set it up. I would think that would be...
I just
And
want to make one
maintain it.
comment. We can't send it up in October because the field is still being used by the teams.
Well, even the first part of November, whenever they
The
get
first part of
done.
November, the teams are still using the field. Our first available date was the week before Thanksgiving to set it up.
Maybe we should close the field. What teams are using it? The football team, they've got a football field over at the high school.
Where?
Yeah,
Up and back, to my understanding, it's fully the appropriate size. All they gotta do is mark
Team
it.
at the high school, I just inspected it.
Right.
There's no football team at the high school.
I don't know that there's one either.
No,
I thought there was a practice facility at the high school.
They
no,
make practice on fields, there's no field goal
What, Al?
rights.
nothing.
Field practice. There's
want to put the ice rink on is the practice field.
Yeah.
Well, even that. I'm not happy with the whole ice skating rink thing, period. I don't think we get our money's worth out of it.
Can we snow blow it?
Do we what?
Snow blow it.
Can we snow blow it?
We did.
What does it look like up there now? Tell us what it would take to actually put the rink up there right now.
Snow blow it, lay the liner in the middle, put the sideboards in with the support pieces, and then put the liner in place.
So the answer to that, did you hear Peter? He said snow blow it, then put the liner, the side pieces up, stake them down, and then put the liner in and fill it.
Yep, that would work.
Yep. We've done it before.
How many, what are you talking for, like, man-hours to do that? What do you usually do when it takes to you to put it together?
Depends on how many volunteers we have. If there's,
Four people, if you run in two different ways, should be able to do it and get the uprights in probably 4 hours.
2 people,
4,
4 hours? Four people,
yeah.
4 people, 4 hours could get the rink set up, or just the sides?
no, get the whole thing set up in about 4 hours. If there's 6 of us, it's less, obviously.
4 to 5.
So we're looking at a highway crew for a day, virtually, or 3/4 of a day.
Yeah.
So it would be a half a day to 3/4 of a day for a highway crew. Because they're saying, Al, that 4 people could put it up about 4 hours.
Right.
So if there were more people, obviously it would be less, but...
Sure.
Okay, now we have people... Go ahead.
Where you get the snow blowers from?
Where we're gonna get the what? The snow blower?
Snow blower.
You have 'em?
It's at the field.
It's at the field, they have one.
For the ring.
All right.
All right,
So go quicker if we had more snow blowers, right?
yep.
So I'm bringing mine down.
It's quicker if we had more snow blowers.
I'll bring mine down if we can coordinate it right.
He's volunteering to bring his down if we can...
Haven't plowed the lot yet.
Who plows the lot?
Public Works.
Did you plow the lot yet?
Did you plow the parking lot at 132 Ballfield yet?
No. No,
All right, Dennis, you had something to say.
I do. First of all, I guess my question is, when do you expect to have this done?
When it can be.
Well, one saying when it can, one shaking his head. I guess I gotta have a...
Well, the first thing on the list, the
Oh, when-
very first thing on the list would be the lights at Riverfront Park.
Yeah,
That would be first, because they have a Christmas parade that ends there on Saturday.
that's correct.
So that would be the very first thing that would be up and running.
Let me just, I'll just explain to you what we have to do, okay? The highway crew has to do.
All right, well, come up here so Al can hear you.
First of all, we're expecting snow or freezing rain on Wednesday. Okay, so that means possibly Wednesday is out. We've got the lift coming Wednesday, okay, to do the lights on the big Christmas tree. We have not checked any of those lights this year. We normally do it the week before. Depending on how many lights, that could be a day, it could be 2 days, 2 people, okay? Just the big tree. You've asked to do the island. We did some of the gazebo. We got gazebo work to do over there, and we've also got the bridge to do of lights. Plus, I've got all this other stuff that I've got to get done, okay, this week as far as equipment being down, needing repair. I need sand. We've got trees that are still down that we've got to cut. I've got some roads that I got to push back because we had to go around those trees. We've been asked to do the, not that it's top priority, but the fencing that we did.
Yeah, somebody rode over that today.
And they're all done up there. They've taken the dozer out and gone.
Well, I think it was the state that actually rode in there today, because the state was taking down Ken Norton's tree across the street. Yeah, they were all parked there with loaders and cutters and stuff, and they were parked there. So I think they backed in to get up onto the,
Okay.
but it's in either, I didn't see him actually do it, but they were all lined up there.
We've got, tomorrow is servicing, okay, police cars. Jay is out tomorrow. Our snowblower, our walk-behind snowblower is down. Arthur's got mechanical work to do for the next 2 to 3 days, okay? To get us ready for the next week, for the next snowstorm. I don't see, okay, how we're gonna do any of that this week, to be honest with you. The next question I have, okay, is if the skating rink is put up, how are you gonna flood it? And flooding should be done probably at night, when it's cold. Where are you gonna get your water from?
The well.
No, you're not. It's gonna freeze. The first time you use it, that pump house is gonna freeze, okay, and you're not gonna have any more water.
We've been flooding it from the well since we put it in all winter long.
Catherine, last year, you had that pump that froze up in that house, was froze up, you put a light on it to try to thaw the water out, and it sat like that for a month and a half.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you most certainly
No,
did.
we did not.
Oh,
We
wow,
have a
hey,
heater in there. We have a gauge froze, which
Well-
I took off and replaced.
So you're telling me that you flooded that park last year, in previous years, out of the well?
We have, last year, when it froze, was because I left the tap open when I shut it off to drain it, and it froze there.
Right.
This year, I wouldn't leave the tap open, I
Right.
shut it, it drains back.
Previous years, how have you done it?
From the well.
You have? Huh. Well, I've never seen anybody skate there, Peter. Okay? And you're asking us to do something that you people have done with no participation from the town of using it. You've put the rink up, you haven't maintained it, you haven't shoveled it, the line is ripped, okay? All right?
So
And no
I guess
one,
those were fictitious skate marks on it in past years. Joe, you never saw me snow blow it, right?
No, you snow blowed it, I saw you several times. I
Oh,
never
I
did
never
see a
have.
skate mark.
I've never seen anybody, no. Is the liner ripped, Peter?
Is the liner ripped?
Yes.
It's,
There's a couple of spots in it from the wind blowing it.
Oh, so that's because you shortened the rink up to get by the rips in the liner? Huh?
We
No.
have special
Oh.
tape for it.
Oh,
And you don't necessarily, if you got frost in the ground, you don't need the liner just helps you out, because that was
Right.
earlier.
well, hey, to me, it's going to involve overtime of doing the water, maintaining it, which I didn't put in the budget. You people have cut my overtime budget. And, hey, last time we did work for the Parks Department, they weren't happy with anything we did. And as far as I'm concerned, I would rather not do any more work for them. Simple as that. And you all understand, we did nothing right at that riverfront. Now you're coming back and you're asking us to do stuff, okay?
Well, I think it's a good,
You know what?
let's just back off.
Let's stop. Let's just stop.
Yeah?
Let's just do what we can do.
How do you feel, Arthur?
It's fine.
No?
Let's be done with it, because we're airing this on camera.
Yeah,
It's kind of embarrassing.
I think it should be.
And, you know what? We'll keep doing. We're all volunteers. Nobody pays us to do this. We go out there on our own time. The problem is this year, we have, one of our members is going to be gone. We are down 2 members. The volunteers that we used to get are gone. So we're trying to do it with the 5 of us. But you know what?
What?
We're not going to sit here and whine and complain about it. We're just going to try to do it. And if we don't, then we won't get it up this year, and we'll do our best to do it next year, because that's all we ever do, is do our best.
Right. And that's just like the highway department, Catherine, okay? You put your hands up, but you didn't hear us coming in and whining, okay, when we get the snowstorm and we were 2 people down. We took the ball by the run, okay, and we went out and we did the best job that we could do
And you're
with the
gonna
staff
get
we had.
paid for doing that job. But nobody pays the park commissioners for doing anything they do.
Hey, then maybe you
Disconcerting.
ought to let the
People are
highway
sitting
department.
All right,
at the
enough.
table
Stop.
Insulting the park commissioners.
Maybe you
They're
should,
sitting here spouting off things that aren't true.
well, I'm only telling you what I see, the problems that you have had before in the past.
We're just
Okay.
volunteers,
Mhm.
and there's not enough of us.
I
You
think
know what?
we're looking out for the benefit of the town.
No.
The best interest of the town of Tilton, I have seen people use that skate rink. You know what? This whole thing with the Parks Commission, the town of Tilton, and the Highway Department, this whole split here has to somewhere come up together, whether we take control back or not, and then we give it all to the Highway Department or what. Something has to give, because it cannot continue like this. The only time we argue and whine and go back and forth is with the Parks Commission, and it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. If, in the future, we say the Highway Department's going to put the rink up, maintain the rink, then you know it's on your schedule, then you know you have it in your budget. We could do that for next year. Then you know you've got that scheduled to do
Right.
after the ball is,
Oh, correct.
ball field is finished.
Right.
Then you have ample time to go ahead and,
Then you wouldn't have to be plowing snow, snowballing snow.
I think
It
it's
would've
just a
been all the way up.
question, I think, I didn't do a great job behind us and try to go forward, and the Parks Commission asked for help from the selectmen. Are we able to give them the help? If we're not physically able to give them the help because we don't have the help to get, that's one thing. But if we're not going to give them the help because they're never going to do anything, you're never going to do anything right in their eyes, it's wrong. So
I agree.
let's do this right.
But you understand, I just went over the list that I have of things that I have to do.
I get that, and I get that, and that's,
do that,
and that's what you need to do. I mean,
And that's why I tried to explain to you people, this is what we have to do, okay?
Will you be plowing out the Battlefield parking lot anytime soon?
Catherine, yes, okay, that's just like, okay, the new man today, Bob, ran the sidewalk machine,
I saw him.
and Jay was with him explaining different things. Jay's off tomorrow, yes, we'll get it. We didn't do Riverfront Park yet. That's melted,
Oh, that's all right.
okay? But yeah, it's, I've only got so many people that I can, juggle and keep the roads up. We tried doing the sidewalks in Lockmere today, and it's so wet, the snow was so wet, you'd go 5 feet and you'd have to unplug the blower 4 times. So we're gonna try to hit that tomorrow morning when it's colder and be able to finish up Lockmere.
Al, do you have anything to say?
Well, I won't volunteer my time to do that ring if we can get in there. I ain't got a problem with that.
Well, we'll plow it tomorrow.
You can't plow it, you got a snow
No,
blower.
we're talking the parking
We'll
lot.
take care of it.
Oh, the parking lot. So Dennis can plow it tomorrow, plow the parking lot. The parking lot's not finished. So if somebody could get the location of snow blowing, we can get some snow blowers up there and we can get someone to we can get snow blowers up, we can get snow blowers up there, and, how hard can it be to,
It's gonna be a project, I think. I'll come up and help. I just don't think we should be spending the extra time, considering other things we've gotta do right now on the ice skating rink. But I'll come and volunteer my time to help set it up. I would love to see somebody use it, because I don't see people using it very much.
I purposely went by last year to make sure that what people were saying, nobody's using it, and every time I went by, somebody was on there, a family,
See, and I never saw anybody.
so.
So it's just the time you go by, I guess. I'm glad people use it. We've got a lot of money in that thing.
So you can get to the lights, do you think, over at Riverfront?
Even
No.
before the
That was a
island.
big no.
Even before the island, Dennis.
And-
We'll take care
Before
of
the
it.
island, because we got the Christmas parade that's gonna end in Riverfront Park.
So which is more,
We'll take care of it.
No,
No, we'll take care of
Yeah,
it.
Catherine, when do you want to put those lights up, Catherine?
Friday.
We'll put them up Friday. I'll be up Friday. We'll put them up.
All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
for Riverfront?
Yep. We're just gonna need a ladder, so. We're just installed by the town. We should be able to get one from the town shed.
What, a ladder? We have one in there.
Oh, do we? All right, then.
We have our own stuff.
What do we need for equipment?
We've got it. We've got it all.
We have everything?
So we'll just donate tomorrow. We'll put it up on Friday.
All right,
All right?
yes.
All right, I'll help.
That'll be easy enough.
I'll help as much as I can.
Just takes warm
John?
bodies.
I might be cold, but John, John's got something to say.
Yeah, I think a week ago when I first heard the Parks Commission was going to go and ask, and I said, well, maybe we might be able to squeeze this off, but after seeing this storm, which is, they say is the fourth worst storm we've had in New Hampshire,
Power outage.
or power outage, but, just on the number of trees and limbs that are down and all that, it doesn't look, I knew coming into here that it doesn't look very possible for Dennis and the highway crew to help out because of that. If it was perfect weather, we might have been able to get something in. First priority would have been to get the lights up down there. But going forward, like Pat said, we got to resolve things and figure out what we're going to do with that. And I'll see if I can take a vacation day on Friday, come down and help out with this stuff.
Till the afternoon.
Okay. I'd like to take the whole day.
Good time on Friday.
But, I mean, these guys
Park
are out there
Commissioner said
nonstop. I don't know if you got any sleep on
Okay, well,
Thursday or
come on.
Friday,
I think we're
or any
fine.
dinner or
Oh,
turkey
yeah.
or anything, so.
well, we're out
I don't
Wednesday
need-
through Thursday, we got no sleep.
And if anybody's probably looking for help, it's probably the highway crew is looking for some assistance with stuff.
Well, like I told you guys
So
today, if I can help you in any way, I will.
Hopefully now with the two new people that we've got aboard, things will go a little bit smoother as long as we don't get another wet snow, What really hurt was the trees. There was roads that we couldn't even get down.
Right.
There's still trees
Were
down.
just
There's
toppled right over in the middle.
Trees that are gonna come down.
And there's still trees that,
They're just hanging
they're
there.
just hanging there.
Right.
Yeah.
Lots of them.
Well, the snow melts off and too, some of them will come down.
I started keeping my chainsaw in the car driving
I
around now.
It's,
I'm going to put mine in there.
we've got one right on Pine Street.
Yep. Came right
And
down.
there's still a wire there. Which we've called, it's MetroCast, but, I don't know how fast they're gonna be. Public service would, take
They
care of it.
just put Caleb Hill back on business
Yeah,
today,
Yeah,
from Wednesday.
yeah,
That's how fast they are.
yeah, well, hey, they had a lot.
But even Andrews Road was, the trees down on Andrews Road was just devastating.
Well, I think down in where, on Peters, Crystal, all those white birches were
I
hanging right in the middle.
I didn't dare to go down that road because they were so bent over. There was no way I was going under that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I did go down it to Andrews and then up the other road. All right, but I just want to make sure that we're doing it for the right reason. If we're, you're busy, I understand that we're busy. But if we can help out, I want in the future to be able to be helped out. And I think next year going forward, I think that we should have a line item in there that says that so we can go forward and put the lights up and put the rink up.
If there was items that had to be done, okay, and you gave us ample notice, okay? Or say, would you take care of blah, 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 okay? And let us handle it. Then it would be done. But as you see this week, I can't do it. I could do it, but then what am I gonna do next storm?
So what about next year? Do you want them to calculate the,
We'll see how that works out. If we get enough volunteers, we won't have to worry about it.
well, that's even better, but do you want them to calculate and add a line item in the budget for next
have-
year? And then have them
I
do
don't think
it?
you gotta add a
You don't have
line,
to add a line
add a
item.
line item, Pat. It's just, I've gotta have notification, ample notification, not, 1 week out.
Then can we have him plan on doing it next year unless we have ample volunteers?
I'll talk to the park commissioners tonight at their meeting.
All right, and let us
See what
know.
they wanna do.
Okay.
We're actively trying to recruit our missing members.
So when do you plan on putting up the rink?
As soon as we
Is that
get
like-
together and
is that
get
gonna be a
people
Friday?
warm bodies. Friday, we'll do the decorating at Riverfront
The
Park,
lights.
because the parade is Saturday.
If you put up the rink, would it most likely be on a weekday, or?
No, it's usually on a weekend, like a Sunday or Saturday.
Okay, Sundays are great. Of course, we're going to have to play around weather, and I can
The weekend is
recruit a couple other people.
freezing again.
The next 2 Sundays, I'm away.
I got a sledgehammer if you gotta drive stakes.
Maybe a hammer drill.
Well,
It's getting there.
tomorrow's cold, and then it comes back up above freezing.
All right, Al, so what time are we meeting on Friday for the lights at Riverfront?
We'll get together with Catherine tomorrow and discuss it with them.
Okay, and then you'll get back to us for a time because selectmen are going to volunteer too?
Yep.
And then you discuss it with the rink, and if I'm available, I'll certainly come and help. I'm not available the next 2 Sundays, I'm away with
Yep,
family.
we'll coordinate it.
All right. Okay, Al. Any other business to come before us in a public meeting? Make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
All right, Al, good night.
Talk to you.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.
Supposed to be,
Are we what?
he's supposed to be